know Max has some, I know Sandra has some, and I know Andy's has some. And she's a techie, so tell me, what's up? How am I supposed to get these? My bag is empty.
Phanograms are $1. You can get a rose, anything really. And you are always welcome to get a phanogram for one of your favorite actors.
How do you get people to get you phanograms? How are you so good at this?
Well, firstly, there are no phanograms. There's no intermission, so we are not allowed to go outside and get phanograms ourselves.
Okay.
Right now, if you are right here and you want to go outside and get a phanogram, you can. If you want one, if it's from your family, your friends, anyone. If they support you, they will get you a phanogram, most likely.
If I point to someone in the audience, would they give me a phanogram?
Try it.
Okay, let me find someone. You, who are you? What's your name? Come here. Walk with me. Walk with me. Get up. Will you buy me a phanogram? You go away. You need to be prepping. Will you buy me a phanogram? No. Yes? Oh my goodness, thank you. Come on. We are getting phanograms.
I'll buy you one right now. If I can find my mom.
So much. You know, we make such a good team. You know, I think any of you can get me a phanogram, right? Right? Thank you! I don't know who you are, but if anyone wants phanograms, they're in the lobby. Goodbye now. Ciao.
5 minutes till top of show, actors. 5 minutes.
Thank you. 5 minutes.
Why does Bailey actually have the feel that what happened? And like, we should totally like go help out with the show. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. 2 minutes until the show. 2 minutes. Seconds until show, actors. 30 seconds.
This is why people like me better than you. And this is why they bought me Fantagrams. You set this. You. Quiet down the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, a couple announcements. One, turn your phones off if you want. Secondly, if anyone finds my Rick Astley CD somewhere in here, I need that back, so hand it to me at the end of the performance. Enjoy the show. Clear it. Leave it. Just leave it.
We need to finish.
Backstage, the voter is back.
Stop.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Conley Polytechnic Drama Society spring production of The Murder at Haversham Manor. Woo! I would like to personally welcome you to what will be my directorial debut. and my first production as head of the Drama Society. We are particularly excited to present this play because for the first time in the Society's history, we have managed to contain the company's numbers perfectly. If we're honest, past numbers have hampered past productions, such as in our last year's Chekhov play, Two Sisters, or The Last Christmases, The Lion and the Wardrobe, and of course, our summer's musical, a personal favorite, Cat. It may also interest you to know that this will be the first time the Society has been able to pitch a stage of this scale. There's no question that usually we have to contend with a small budget, such as in our last year's pantomime of Roald Dahl's James and the Peach. Of course, during the run of that show, the Peach went off, and we were forced to present a hastily devised alternative entitled James, Where is Your Peach? Finally, we can stage a play as it should be, which, may I say, is exponentially well cast. So, I'm sure no one will forget the problems we faced with casting before, such as in our Disney classics, Snow White and the Tall, Broad Gentleman. Or, of course, our other Disney classic, Ugly and the Beast. Someone found that. Without further ado, on to our main event, which, may I say, is our best show yet. So, please put your hands together for Susie H.K. Brideswell's thrilling whodunit of the murder at Haversham Manor.
Until today, it seems. Damn it! Charles Haversham was murdered in this very room, on this very day, in this very room!
Shall I telephone the police, Mr. Cullimore?
The police? They were out here for days in this snowstorm. I'll telephone Inspector Carter. He lives just on the other side of the village. He'll be here in no time. How many to receive the Perkins? Thank you, Perkins. Good evening. Give me Inspector Carter. Yes, I know he's late. Damn it! I don't care about the weather. There's been a murder. Someone murdered Charles Haversham! That's right. That's right. Thank you. He's on the way.
Inspector Carter?
They say he's the best damn detective this side of the district. He'll be sure to solve this case and quick.
Very good, sir. And what shall I do?
Lock all the doors. Not a soul gets out of Haversham Manor.
Right away, sir.
And assemble everyone in this room.
Right away, sir.
Good God! Just an hour into the engagement party, and already there's been a murder. Florence!
Charlie!
You doubt, Florence, you can't be in here.
No, I can't believe what I'm seeing. My God! He looks so frail like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Florence. Just shock to us all.
His skin is cold to the touch.
Don't touch him, Florence.
I must.
You mustn't.
Unhand me. Oh, Charles, one last embrace.
I cannot bear to see my sister in such grief.
Who could do such a thing on the night of our engagement party? Cecil, come quick, your brother's dead.
Right this way, Master Haversham.
I'm coming, Miss Cullimore. Brother dead can't be.
Calm yourself, Cecil. Perkins, pour him a stiff drink.
Yes, sir. Oh, my God! Sir, he's drunk the whole damn bottle. There's not a drop left. There's not a drop left.
Hang it all, there's another on the shelf.
Yes, sir. This one is 4.
This is horrifying. I mean, who on earth has the motivation to kill Charles Haversham?
I can't imagine.
It's unthinkable. In his own private rooms at Haversham Manor.
It's terrible. Just a week after our engagement.
Thank you, Perkins. He was a good brother. That's the best whiskey I've ever tasted.
Have another to calm your nerves.
Thank you, Perkins.
Make it a double.
Oh, Charles, my head is spinning. I think I'm going to become hysterical.
Calm down, Florence.
Another whiskey, sir.
Yes.
I can't believe Charles was up here alone, drinking. When he was supposed to be downstairs with us.
My brother wasn't as happy as he led people on to believe. Under that cheerful mask lay a darker side to the man many didn't know about.
It's true. Master Haversham's face was often just facade. I was lucky to be one of the only people he truly confided in. I've lost a true friend today.
We all have. Hang it, I've known Charles ever since school.
I don't know how I'll ever recover.
You'll move back home with me. I'm your brother.
Perkins is right. My brother was having a deep sense of melancholy resentment. There's no doubt in my mind. It was suicide.
Suicide, Cecil. How can you say that? No, it was murder. Murder in the first degree.
Nonsense. Nonsense. The man was paranoid and jealous, and I can prove it. Perkins, hand me his journal from the mantelpiece.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Perkins. Why, look at the last century. I hear Florence does not love me. Night bar, engagement party. Despair engulfs my soul.
But I loved Charles with all my heart.
As I say, it's driven mad, paranoid, jealousy.
Oh.
Inspector!
Thank heavens he's here.
Good evening. What a terrible snowstorm. I'm Inspector Carter. Take my case. Yes, Inspector. This must be Charles Havisham. I'm sorry, this must have given you all a damn shock.
Indeed, we're all still reeling.
Naturally. Are any of you deceased's immediate family?
I'm Cecil Havisham. I'm his brother.
I'm Florence Cullen, his fiancée. Tonight was our engagement party.
What a damn sad thing. You, have you poured everyone a stiff drink?
Yes, Inspector. Let us all raise a glass. The man we all loved. To Charles.
Charles! Delicious.
Lovely.
Listen, you all must be trying to forgive me. As soon as I can begin my inquiries, as soon as we get to the bottom of this ghastly business. If you'd be so kind as to take the body downstairs so I can examine it.
Yes, Inspector.
I begin this room. I'll conduct my inquiries in here afterwards.
Inspector?
I'll lend you a hand, Perkins.
Well, Inspector, any ideas of the cause of death?
Could be a number of things. Strangulation, suffocation, poison. I wouldn't like to say before fully examining the body.
How could someone do it?
Try not to think about it, Miss Collymore.
1 second.
Our interviews can begin.
Thank you, Inspector. This is all more than that I can bear.
I'll be back presently, as soon as I finish examining
The body. At last, we're alone.
Don't say a word. If they find out about us, we'll be suspects.
That you and I were having an affair. What of it? It doesn't mean we killed him.
Of course not, but that's what the inspector will think.
It's fine. We'll just carry on as if everything just as it was. Except now you won't have to marry my beastly brother.
And soon we can be together and not keep secrets.
But please, while we're here, just the two of us, let me steal one kiss.
Oh, Cecil! We can't. If we're caught, it would be the end.
I can't resist you, Florence. I can't control myself.
The inspector replies, what on earth?
Sorry. I felt flustered. Cecil was cooling my brow.
Yes, just cooling her brow.
I failed to see on my sister's brows any concern, Havisham.
Don't be a prick, Tom. Cecil was only trying to help.
Yes. Tom.
Very well. Now, if you excuse me, I have the inspector's pencil.
Thank God he's gone. Man is such a nuisance.
He is my brother.
Let me kiss you just once, Florence.
Oh, Cecil, kiss me 1,000 times. I'm yours.
Sorry to disturb. Ah, you. Mr. Havisham, Miss Collymore. I've come to collect the keys to lock us all inside.
Thank you. They're by the telephone, Perkins.
I shall lock the doors. At once. Locking doors.
You don't think Perkins suspects us, do you?
That old fool, of course not.
Oh, Cecil, my passion makes me forget myself.
I forgot the inspector's note. What on earth?
I was about to faint. Cecil, call him.
You know, Cecil, I don't appreciate you getting hands on my sister on the night of my fiancé's death.
Well, then you ought to take better care of them, Collymore.
I'm overcome.
I haven't got time for this. Now that I have the inspector's notebook, I'll be on my way.
Past his interruptions.
Kiss me, Cecil.
I want you, Florence, to make my heart beat out of my chest.
Your eyes send me into a dream. Kiss me. I can't wait a second longer. I can't wait a second.
Sorry to disturb. You, Mr. Havisham, Miss Collymore. I've come to prepare the room.
Thank you. On the mantelpiece, Perkins. At last, we're alone.
Oh, Cecil, let's run away from here. Far away. Together.
Soon, my love. We must be careful. We mustn't arouse suspicion.
Cecil, tell me, who do you think killed Charles?
There's no doubt in my mind he was killed by your brother, Thomas Collymore.
My brother? What a devil of a situation this is!
Not so fast, Inspector!
But why would Thomas want Charles dead?
Isn't it obvious? He was always bitter and possessive when it came to sorry to have kept you without inspecting watching more closely, and our interviews can proceed. Perkins, bring in Charles's personal effects.
Where would you like them, Inspector?
On the mantelpiece.
No.
Don't go, Perkins. Take a seat. Mr. Havisham, Miss Collymore, if you'd be so kind as to give me and Perkins the room. Naturally. How are you feeling, Perkins?
A little shaken, sir, but I'll...
Right. You were close with Charles Havisham, correct?
Yes, sir, very close.
You don't seem to be very upset about his death.
Oh, on the contrary, I've barely taken it in. Charles was such a kind, charming man.
He was.
You met him?
Once, at the local police station, he was a consultant on a fraud case I was working on.
I see.
How long have you been working at Havisham Manor, Perkins?
80 years.
80
8
years. You don't. Have you enjoyed your time here?
Oh, my time with Mr. Havisham has been a joy. I feel that since I've come here, I've been seen not only as a butler, but as a friend and a confidence. And if you need me again, Inspector, I shall be in my quarters. Exits. Exit.
Exits.
Exit.
Exits!
Oh, exits.
If you'd be so kind as to bring in Florence Collymore on your way out.
No! No! I'm already here. Don't ask too much of me, Inspector. I feel fragile as glass.
Don't harass her, Carter. She's been through a lot tonight.
Great, Thomas. You found me a pencil.
Yes, Inspector.
And my notebook. I knew I'd left them somewhere. Now, if you'd be so kind as to give me a sister the room.
Alone! Very well. I'll be in the library, Florence.
Don't worry, Miss Collymore. My questions will be brief and to the point, and then you can get some rest to calm your nerves. Firstly, how old are you, Miss Collymore?
21.
I'll make note of that. Secondly, how long have you known your fiancé?
Only a few months, but my brother has known him years.
Only a few months. Third, when were you due to be married?
In the new year.
That's enough notes for now, Miss Collymore. I'm afraid...
When you love someone, there's no such thing as rushing, Inspector.
Did you think you were rushing into this marriage, Miss Collymore?
Why wouldn't I love him?
Can you think of anyone who could have loved your fiancé more?
How could anyone have benefited?
Can you think of anyone who could have benefited from your fiancé's death?
Cecil?
Not even Cecil.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down, Miss Collymore.
I wasn't having an affair. Don't raise your voice at me, Inspector.
You were having an affair.
What letter?
And how do you explain the letter I found on the mantelpiece?
I didn't write that letter.
You wrote that letter.
My letter? Where did you find it?
My letter is right behind me. In Charles's pockets, printed in your handwriting, declaring that the thought of marrying Charles repulsed you.
Charles raped, that it was suicide.
Or murder, conceived by you and Cecil Havisham so you can run away together.
How could you even say such a thing? It's true. Cecil and I were having an affair. We loved each other, but that was all. Neither of us wanted to hurt Charles, let alone kill him.
I'm sorry if this upsets you, Miss Collymore. It's my job to ask the difficult questions.
Upsets me? How dare you? My fiancé was murdered in this very room on this very day in this very room. A matter of hours ago. I find you a manner most unfitting. I shall make a formal complaint to the Scotland Yard.
The Scotland Yard will not listen to the complaints of a murderess.
You diabolical beast! I won't stand for this. Accuse me again, Inspector. and
What's
you'll-
going on?
What's this, Inspector?
I'm merely interviewing Miss Collymore. Nothing more.
What is it, Florence? Calm down, stop the show, Jamie.
She's having one of her episodes. Snap out of it, Florence. You're hysterical.
Florence, where are you going?
Come back here this instant. She's run off. I'll fetch her back. You stay here, Cecil. I dare say the inspector has some questions for you. You were his brother, after all.
I'm sorry, Inspector. She's badly shaken. We all are. It's been quite a night, and it's getting late.
11 o'clock already.
Well, Inspector, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, similar to the questions I asked Miss Collymore.
Then fire away, Inspector. I'm at your service.
You and your brother, Charles Havisham, were you close?
Up and down. There was a rather more strained on our relationship ever since father died. It's no secret our father cared for Charles more than myself.
I see. And this is your father in the portrait, is it not?
It is. He just looks the spit of Charles.
Doesn't he?
He did ever since he was quite young.
You were the junior by 4 years, correct?
Almost 4 years. Didn't I know Charles patronized and very the old to our house?
I see.
Bravo, side.
He sounds far from the ideal brother. It sounds like you hated one another.
So I suggested it had something to do with his murder. I feel mistaken.
I see. It's a dark night, Cecil.
Inspector!
You can barely make out the trees.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying tonight would be the perfect night for you to murder your brother.
Inspector, please. Me and my brother had differences, but deep down we care for one another.
And yet you had an affair with his fiancée.
What on earth is that idea?
The letter I found in his pockets.
So, you know about that?
As it seems, did Charles.
Well, bravo, Inspector! You found out about thoughts and I, but it proves nothing. We have a thing to do with Charles's murder. But I can tell you who does.
Who?
Thomas Collymore.
Collymore. But him and Havisham were friends, were they not?
He's a dangerously unhinged man with the devil of a temper. I've said it before and I shall say it again. He couldn't give up his sister to any man, much less his old school charm. He saw the two of them tonight engaged in party and drove him half mad, and he lashed out and killed Charles. A crime of passion, perhaps, but there it is.
I see. You've been most helpful, Cecil. If you'd be so kind as to bring in Thomas Collymore on your way out. I'm going to have to follow more than one line of inquiries at this time.
Of course, Inspector. Anything to help the progress of your investigation.
Hang it all, Charles. Who could have killed you? Everyone in this damn place seems guilty. That's where there's something underneath this cushion. A ledger! A ledger! A ledger! Anywhere here, certainly. A ledger! A ledger!
Under the chase, lad.
Under the chase, a ledger! Written in Charles' initials. What could it be? Notes? Bills?
I, Charles Havisham, hereby amend my last will and testament, all of Havisham Manor, the grounds, and the contents inside, to one good lord. Thomas Collymore for you, Inspector. Thank you, Cecil. If you'd be so kind to tell me where Charles kept his personal papers. Of course. Second door on the right and straight on till morning. Thank you, Cecil. I'll be back presently. Take your time, Inspector. Indeed. Fine thoughts.
Shooting out to the grounds.
Tell me. Tell me, Collymore. Tell me, Collymore, what were your feelings on Charles and Florence's engagement?
I was overjoyed, of course. I love Florence and I love Charles. I couldn't approve more of the match.
But, Collymore, isn't it well known that you are protective of your sister? I'll answer it. Good evening. It's for you. Countenance, Collymore.
At 11:30 in the evening.
Yes.
Good evening. Thomas Collymore speaking. Yes, it is inconvenient. My recent deposits. What of them? Discrepancies? What are you talking about, man? Gone. Gone where? £9,000 stolen? Good God. Perkins! Get in here!
Yes, sir!
Perkins! Fetch me my bank book.
Your bank book, sir!
This is a disgrace! How can you allow this to happen? I shall report it to the superior. Who am I speaking with? Mr. Fitzroy? I shall let that name down.
Fitz C. Roy.
I'll have you know this telephone call has put me in a very difficult position. I shall hang up the phone this instant!
What is it, Collymore?
Money stolen from my account.
Good Lord!
£9,000 stolen from my own private savings.
Most irregular.
What a ghastly business. First my oldest friend murdered in cold blood, and now I find myself on the edge of financial ruin. This night could get no worse.
Well, Collymore, I have a confession to make. I wasn't going to say anything, but it seems the inspector has found out and blasted. I'm tired of hiding secrets.
But it doubts, Cecil.
Well, Florence and I are having an affair.
What?! You and my sister?!
Now calm down, Collymore. stand for this, Cullimore.
You'll be sorry later. Hang on, my sister Havisham. You'll be sorry.
My Johnny!
Dear God, what's going on?
I know, Inspector. I was in here when I heard gunshots coming from downstairs.
Get in here now, Florence. It's not safe down there.
Thomas, I'm frightened.
Don't worry, Florence. You're safe in here.
What's going on?
Isn't it obvious? Cecil has lost control.
Kessel, surely not.
He killed Charles, driven by his mad lust for you, and now he knows we found him out.
I cannot bear it. Kessel would not do such a thing.
Of course he would. The damned lunatic.
You used to trust people, Tom. You've changed.
Oh, this is a fine mess, sir. The worst night I've seen in 8 years in service.
Save me, mother, save me.
I'm not your brother.
I shan't let anyone hurt a hair on your head, Florence.
I'm panicking. I can't believe Kessel,
Cecil.
Cecil is doing this.
Try to stay calm, Miss Cullimore.
I shall faint.
You shan't faint, confound it! What a dull old situation this is. Not so! No! We're all going to survive tonight, you hear me? Take cover! Wait, stop!
Ivy!
No need to panic. Cecil's crossing the landing.
We must lock him out!
Where the keys the door?
Hiliasa! Hiliasa!
Quickly, Perkins, hand them to me before.
Blood! 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 And dead.
Good Lord.
Cecil's dead!
A double murder!
Found the Rick Ashley. Carry on.
Time of death. Quarter till midnight.
Cecil! No, no, no! I loved him, or I loved him! I know it was wrong. I know I was engaged to Charles. But Cecil was mine, and...
It's the next page.
I was his! I loved him!
There! Miss Cullimore!
The tears! How will I go on?
But who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Cullimore.
And one we need to figure out quickly if we're all going to make it out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone who still has access to the grounds other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The staff will go home on the weekend, except for Perfect, of course. Good God, I needed that.
Does anybody have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key, and as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as you arrived.
And who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Cullimore.
One we need to figure out quickly if we're all going to make it out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Perkins, pour us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone who still has access to the grounds other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The staff will go home on the weekend, except for Perkins, of course. Oh, God,
key and as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as you arrived.
And who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Cullimore.
What we need to figure out quickly if we're all going to make it out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a chill.
It's all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone who still has access to the grounds other than the four of us?
Not a
The
soul.
staff will go home on the weekends, except for Perkins, of course. Good God, I needed that.
Does anybody have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key and as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Cullimore.
And what do we need to figure out quickly if we're all going to make it out of this house
Oh,
alive?
Inspector, you've given me a chill.
Or you two us all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone who still has access to the grounds other than the four of us?
Not a soul.
The staff will go home on the weekend, except for Good God, I needed that.
Does anybody have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key and as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Mr. Cullimore.
And what we need to figure out quickly if we're all going to make it out of this house alive?
Oh, Inspector, you give me a chill.
Perkins pours all another scotch.
Of course, Inspector.
Now tell me, is there anyone who still has access to the grounds other than the four?
Then we'll go home on the weekend, except for
Does anybody have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key and as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
No one could have killed him except for the people in this room.
Hey y'all, I'm stuck in a room full of murderers.
Down, blast.
One of you killed Cecil and Charles Havisham, and we shan't leave this room until we figure out who. You, take the body downstairs.
Yes, Inspector.
I'll lend you a hand, Perkins.
So, let us go over the facts.
Oh, it's such a terrible night.
You, Florence, were engaged to Charles, a man, according to your letter, you despise. Not only this, but you were having an affair with his brother.
Cecil?
Cecil! It seems plausible to me that you both murdered him so you could run away together.
Oh, stop it, Inspector. Cecil's dead too now, and I saved
All
him.
this
Shouting. You're lying, Florence! You killed him!
She's having one of her episodes.
Try to stay calm. Miss Cullimore.
Lawrence, behave with some decorum. Remember yourself.
Someone ought to go fetch her medication.
I'll go. My God! We're trapped! You killed your fiancé, Florence! What do you have to say for yourself? You're lying, Florence. You killed him. I won't stand another second of this. You're all this. You killed your fiancé in cold blood, Florence. I won't stand these accusations, Inspector. Calm down, Florence, really. If I cannot get out from the door, then I shall descend from the window. My God, they're descending through the window. The window. The window.
I am no murderer!
I'm sure you and Cecil both have possible motives for murder, Miss Collymore. But not the true motive.
What are you saying, Inspector?
I'm saying the true motive belonged to Perkins!
Perkins?
Me, Inspector? Yes, you, Perkins. A little earlier, I found Charles's last will and testament, dated only today, making Perkins the official beneficiary of his inheritance.
Surely not Perkins.
This is all a mistake. Send for the police station, Perkins. Captain Thomas. I shall take you there as soon as the snowstorm is past.
But that will be for hours. The snow is at its peak.
It's not true, I tell you.
Surely Perkins didn't kill Cecil as well.
Of course he did. Cecil found him out and Perkins told him to keep him quiet.
This is all a misunderstanding. I didn't kill anyone, but I know who has.
You know who killed Charles?
I do.
Who?
The Inspector did.
What on earth? Bobby Cock.
You did, and I know why.
Shut your mouth, Perkins.
You did because of the police money Charles knew you were embezzling.
Nonsense.
You mentioned you had several Ronda's vows with Charles at the local police station, and that he was a consultant on a police fraud case you were working on.
What of it?
Charles came home that very evening intrigued by the whole situation and decided to take matters into his own hands. He discovered that the reason no arrests were being made was because the man committing the fraud was yourself.
You can't prove it.
But Charles could, and that's why you killed him.
Never.
I know your secret, Inspector. What will you do? Kill me too?
I will confound it.
What a devil of a situation this is!
From some ass, Inspector!
Charlie, I thought you were dead!
You're alive. It's not possible.
It is possible. You can't kill me that easily.
How did you survive?
I simply didn't drink the poison water you left out for me this morning.
How did you know it was me?
I told Perkins we've been working together all along. When I met you at the police station, it was clear you knew I was onto you. It was at this point that I knew you tried to kill me. I'd had my guard up for months now, and tonight you fell into my trap.
You've been hanging in the grounds ever since this afternoon when you planted the poison.
I thought you were saying why you so quickly, so terrible!
You found Charles's will in his ledger and tried to pin the whole thing on me.
You damned crafty devil!
Crap.
joy. I had the perfect man to pin it on, until my accomplice blundered in.
It's true, and your accomplice, I regret to say, has been my friend ever since we were in school. Isn't that right, Thomas Collymore?
It's true. I'm the inspector's accomplice. I helped him move the money.
Brother, I'm surprised. Brother, I'm so surprised at you. I don't know what you've become.
I'm ashamed. I met Inspector Carter here a
Give
few
me
months
my
at
scraps.
the club.
Give me back my scraps!
We found that between the two of us, we could steal money from the police subject accounts easily. Carter had the access, and I had the facilities to move the money quick and keep it secure.
Please keep this away from me. Right now.
Or so I thought until tonight.
Fine.
I don't know what page we're on.
I don't know what page we're on. As for Cecil, that was a crime of passion, simple as that.
But Cecil, I loved him. He was my Cecil, but I loved him. He was my one true love.
Your paper, sir.
Thank you, Perkins. Now, fetch me my cigarettes from the mantel, please.
Yes, sir.
Now, I have in my hand every written fraudulent transaction that Inspector Carter and Thomas Collymore have made.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I won't believe it.
But it is true. When I found out Cecil was messing with you, Florence, my own sister, it was more than I could bear.
You're... Oh, dear, that sickened me, Florence. You broke my heart.
No, Charlie, you mustn't. I made a mistake. Please, take me back. I'll be yours all over again.
Take back a woman who has betrayed me. Never!
Charlie, you're all I have. Don't cast me aside. I shall be an outcast until my friends shall speak to me. Never again shall I feel your embrace. Let me get you away!
Trust the door, Perkins. That will be the police to arrest you both.
Oh, Charlie,
Your last!
Take me, Charlie, if you know what's good for you.
Your last! Bang!
The police are in the hallway, sir.
Thank you, Perkins. Now, escort my fiancé! Thank you, Puggins. Escort my fiancée downstairs. I'd like a moment alone with Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Thomas! You're not the man I knew from Eden. You become greedy and jealous.
I'm sorry, Charles. I feel as though I'm about to faint.
There's a glass of water on the table.
Thank you, Charles. As with a kind host.
Drink it up.
Most kind.
Now, answer me this one question, Thomas.
Anything, Charles. I shan't tell any lies.
The poison water that was left out for me this morning, what do you suppose I did with it?
Well, I don't. You don't mean you gave him the... Charlie! Charlie! No! No! Bleh.
Thomas, your lies and deceit have led you inexorably to this end. If men allow their conscience to be governed by avarice, then death and destruction shall surely prevail. Oh, how I wish tonight could have ended differently. Cuckolded by my fiancée.
It's Kirkwood by your fiancé.
Cuckolded by my fiancée. Betrayed by my brother. And almost killed by my oldest friend. Let us hope we never again see another murder at Haversham Manor!